Good morning and welcome to my laundry room slash utility room makeover. Here is the current laundry room, but here we are. Now I do realise we haven't quite finished doing the white coat, but we've got a patient decorator coming and we'll just cover everything when they do it. We did as much as we could. So this is the before shot. It's going to arrive any minute. They're going to get it all in today. The only thing we won't have is the worktop. That's being templated shortly. But that is the before shot, so I will show you how they get on later today. Good morning. It is Wednesday morning and we have had a very exciting delivery. The laundry room slash utility room has arrived. Here it is. Put the light on. So it's here. And the guy is coming back today to fit it today. So it'll be done apart from the worktop. So these are our great big cabinets. And it's quite interesting to see how it all works because it doesn't have, so that hangs over and then the end plate goes here. So we don't have any, the joiny bits you'd normally get. So that's the cupboards. And then these are the units. Got huge feet. Biggest feet I've ever seen, so that's good. So our kitchen is solid, very solid. It's very heavy, so they're going to start putting that in today. So when he's done a little bit more, I'll let you know. And we're also off to choose the worktops today, so I'll take you with me. Never been to a granite quartz yard before, so it should be interesting. We are back with the sample, beautiful sample, and the one we've gone for, please excuse my nails are terrible, is Ibiza. There we go, so that's the one we're going for. If you want to zap that, I'll take you to it, and it's absolutely perfect, just what I wanted, and that'll sort of sit like that. But this is where we are. There is the sink looking beautiful. And the first sign of our lovely cupboards. They have these lovely silvery things. It looks like this. And then all cupboards, so that's beautifully hidden. That's our power box thing. He's gone off to get some bits. But that's all fixed in there. So this will be for the fridge freezer. Just a big cupboard, a drawer. I don't know if I can open the drawer. Maybe I can open the drawer. We've got the beautiful finish on that. It's all soft close. Yeah, it's gone off. It's going to come back. I don't think the doors have come yet. Oh, and we also have this. All the ends have this on the end. Tongue groove, I believe that's called. It fits beautifully, nice and level. So he's finished for the day. Sink is looking huge. This will be nice. This will have all the quartz behind it. I think like that. I think it goes over it a little bit. Not really sure. Minnie's enjoying looking around. I think he's done much. Oh, I know we have got some more in here. The cornice thing started to go at the top, and also the bottom bit has started to go on. Once the kitchen's all in, someone comes around and actually paints and does all the little bits, because any odd little nick, like, that little mark there, they'll paint. This is all factory sprayed, so it's got a really nice soft finish. So that is, I do like these two have got the vent gaps, because that's going to be a fridge and a freezer. Here we've got some more doors on in my lovely pink. On Saturday they're going to get the fridge freezer in there and then get the doors on. So that'll be pretty much done. The only thing is, one thing arrived in the wrong colour. So this arrived sprayed in the wrong colour. random. But the painter comes as soon as he's finished. All of the joins and all these bits are sealed all around the edges, you know, with the filler, and everything is painted. So it's all looking lovely. And I'm glad I didn't put anything here actually. I was thinking this might look a bit bare, but I think some shelves and some hanging stuff to sort of hang stuff when we're drying them. Don't know yet, but we'll have a look. So that's the laundry room slash pantry slash dog's bedroom. Looking good. And then in here, excuse the washing machine is on. We have lights here as well. Only error, wrong colour. The doors are on. Really nice. So that's our backup fridge. That's literally what's in there. And this is our backup freezer. We've got some good storage above there as well. So they're very nice. So just waiting for the worktop. Washing machine's going like crazy. The dogs are liking their new spot. We've got the builder coming tomorrow to do skirting board and doors and door frames, and then the painter and decorator is coming to finish that. Everything will be covered with sheets, so it'll be fine. So a bit of an update on the pantry. Don't really have one. Again, waiting for the worktop to come. The doggies haven't moved in yet. Please excuse that. I'm doing some laundry, which is very exciting. It's just the quickest thing in the whole of the world. And then I'm just about to take the tumble dryer out with some towels and stuff. Honestly, it's a game changer. I literally have no washing because I just put it in and it does it instantly. So we're just waiting for Tuesday, and hopefully we'll have a finished laundry. Just show you the laundry room quickly. So here it is, ready to go with all the worktop. I still haven't bought a tap for this one, but the plumber's going to come back once they've fitted it, and I'm sure they've put a hole for the tap. I hope they've put a hole for the tap. I'm sure they have. So this is the current state. So this is the full shot, ready for the worktop. Worse. So I hope the camera picks this up. But can you see, I have a two-tone laundry room. So this is the factory sprayed colour, and then this colour, because that was white, is a completely different colour. So the whole frame, this is totally different. So this is the right colour. So now this is obviously sprayed in the factory, completely wrong colour. I'm going to go to Homebase today and get a tester pot and put it on some paper, because this is far too pink now. The correct colour is this. This is Farrenball Canine. So again, they've obviously got this colour matched. So it's rough. Can you see that? The finish? That's not right, is it? I mean, the doors are lovely and silky. But then even that right inside, this is sprayed in the factory, and then this has been done. And it's like, this is the best bit. I don't know if the light will catch it. So he's obviously painted this and then painted down here a bit. You see a different colour. So that's rough. And then it's sort of, there's a little bit there. See there? So yeah, to say when I walked in, I wasn't happy, because potentially this was the last thing we were finally done for a kitchen that's supposed to take 5 to 7 days. It's been 7 weeks. So I haven't recommended this company. I've been asked a lot and I haven't, you know, and we've spent a lot of money on this. More money than we've ever spent. It was a conscious decision. No issue with the quality, but they've now left me with the Tuesday kitchen. That's where we are. So we're about to send them a long email. We're really not happy because I have a two-tone laundry room. But anyway, in the scheme of things and what's going on with the world, I will try and remain calm, as I have done for 7 weeks. But it just comes to the point where you think, oh, really? Okay, let's see what they're going to say and carry on. So, good morning. I am showing you the shame of my laundry room. My husband has just gone away on business and he's not back till tomorrow evening. So I have decided, while he is away, I am going to sort out our laundry room. Now, this has been a nightmare. I'm not going to lie to you. As you can see, currently it is two-tone. This cost us an absolute fortune, and unfortunately the kitchen company were terrible. And as you can see, we have, actually shows up really well on the camera. As you can see, we have a bit of an issue. It is a different colour. All functioning, but a different colour. So anyway, I have my amazing American top loader and my American tumble dryer, which I love more than anything. So I will do a separate video at some point reviewing these, because I know it's quite a rare thing for someone to have in the UK. These are classed as an industrial machine, but it honestly is a game changer and we absolutely love it. I still have the blue covering on it. So what I'm going to do in here while my husband is away, as a bit of a surprise for him, is I'm going to sort out. There's a dog. This is also the dog's bedroom. I've already started sort of clearing and getting stuff out of the cupboards. That's why it is such a mess. But obviously here you can see it's still not finished. This is because we basically ran out of time before the kitchen was going to go in. As you can see, there's some really annoying curve, but I'm going to paint all that. I've got paint and stuff. Across here, I've wanted to do this for a while. I want to put my wallpaper that I used on the back of my bully bookcase. I will insert a link to my bully bookcase here, which I did in the other room. So I'm actually going to put that all the way along the back. And then I'm going to put some shelving up across here. We kept this kind of clear because this is lots of storage and stuff sort of around this corner. It's too messy now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to absolutely clear everything off. This is our beautiful quartz and our sink, which we're still not using at the moment because it's just a bit of a dumping ground. But to be honest with you, we've been quite disheartened with what happened with the kitchen and the laundry room, because when you spend a fortune on a bespoke kitchen, you don't expect to get two different colours. I'm going to paint the doors. This is the correct colour. This is calamine. This is the colour I wanted. And this was actually painted, if I have the tin, with, there you go. Oh no, that's the stuff from the kitchen. I think it might have been taken, which is very, very annoying. Yeah, it's been taken. So what I'm going to have to do is going to have to go to the shop. I'm actually going to get a colour match because it's too expensive to buy a tin of Farrenball. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint all the doors. Now, these are our beautiful doors with our hinges here. I'm going to do that. If I show you this here, this here, there you go, look, you can see the texture. So this is put on with a roller, not very accurately. You can see some bits are a bit blotchy, some aren't, compared to this frame, which they've then slapped over. So this actual drawer arrived white by mistake, so he's painted it. So this is the texture the kitchen will be. And actually, do you know what? I can live with that. I just can't live with having bubblegum pink and this. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shoot out now and go to Homebase and get a colour match on the calamine, and I'm going to start painting. And so I'm now going to go to Homebase, and you can follow along with me in my, well, is it 24 hour? It's probably 36 hours. So let's get on with it. Okay, I've been to B&Q. I am back. Not B&Q, Homebase. I bought this Dulux Trade diamond eggshell. They said, we had a good conversation. That is the code of the colour I'm going to use. So if you do love this colour when you see it, you can literally steal that code, go to Homebase, and they will make it for you. But this was £35, this tin. It's a litre. They said it is the best thing to use. So what I've done is I've obviously cleared everything into the cupboards because there was still loads of space, and I've done some masking tape all around. But then I've been noticing the so-called painter that came round, the neatness of how he's painted. Not quite as neat as you would expect a professional painter of a very expensive kitchen, but never mind. And then over here, yeah, this is a little bit slopped up the wall. So there you go. So what I'm going to do now, I've had done a lot of research and a lot of looking into this. These are sprayed. This is a very smooth, clean surface, and this says that's fine to put on. So I'm going to paint it on. I'm going to just quickly do a bit more masking tape around the hinges and the handles. And then once it's all masked, I am going to get a coat on. And I want to get a coat on to see how it kind of takes and how it looks. Then once that's drying, I'm going to obviously cover the worktops, and then I'm going to go and have a quick go doing a little more of this ceiling. So that's the plan. I found the shelf I want. It's from Wick, so I'm going to go and collect that when I go out to collect Lily from school. And I've also got something from Amazon coming, hopefully will arrive in the morning, so I can get that up. And that's the plan. You can see my lovely worktop here, which is very lovely with the splashback. So I'm going to crack on and Right, I'm going to get masking and then actually get some paint on these doors. Okay, I've done a little bit. So what I'm doing is I'm using the brush and doing the carved out bits in the wood, then going over it with a roller. And it's giving off quite a nice finish actually. It's not as sleek as when it's sprayed, but it's not too bad. The colour on this screen, I've just done that shelf, so you can see the colour difference. It's a really nice colour now. It's a much more muted, natural colour. The light is coming through, so it's making it look very bluey. Let me stand over here so you can see the colour difference. There we go. So I haven't done this door yet, I'm going to do this door now. I did take the knobs off. And what I do with the hinges, as soon as I've painted it, just with a tissue, just wipe it down straight away so they're clean, not letting it dry on. So that's where we are at the moment. Drying really nicely. It's definitely a 2-coat job. It's going a long way. I've only used a little tiny bit on the roller, so I've easily got enough. I'm going to try and do these few here, then move on to these. But it's a definite good colour match to the frame, so I probably won't have to do 2 coats on the frame, which is good, but just so it matches. Good morning. It's the next day, and the cupboards are looking like this. So they're looking a lot more matchy, which is amazing. I took my time. I don't think you can rush painting something like this, so I did it door by door, used the brush on the carved out bit first, then used the little roller, and then went around with a little brush again and roller. So I took my time. I didn't think it was the right time to sort of slap paint around all over the place, but it's looking so much better. So it's definitely now calamine, so I'm happy that I've done that, because yeah, and I also did in the end cover up the hinges with little bits of the blue, so I've got to peel all them off, and I left the handles on. I just painted around them, so I'm super pleased. So it's looking a lot better, all matchy colour. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get on and paint some of the ceiling with a little roller, just to make that look a little better. I'm going to cover everything, obviously. Then when I've done that, I'm then going to start doing my wallpaper. Now the wallpaper's, zooming in on my hand, is only going to come to about here, because I want it to look like panel. Then I'm going to put a batten across the top, and then I'm also going to put it across there as well. Then I'm going to paint it. Then I'm going to put a shelf on about here to sort of break it up a little bit. And I'm going to make my own shelf with like a hook shelf. That's probably not the right word. I'll show you in a minute. But that's the plan for today, and get that all done. It's all dried, lovely. It doesn't smell anymore. The dogs didn't sleep in here last night because it was a bit smelly, but it's completely dry now. So it was really nice to work with this paint. I'd highly recommend it. And so I'm going to crack on, and I will show you once I've started putting the wallpaper up. Okay, I have painted as much as I can. Literally, I've got that tiny patch, but it is back breaking, because you really have to stand and stretch, and it's, if you can sort of see, it's curved. So I've done as much as I can, but I've got a bad back, and painting ceilings that high is not good for me. So I've made a good start. I've done all of this, so that's done. So I'm going to wait for someone taller to do that last bit. But I'm now going to get on with the wallpapering across here. I have taken off the blue tape, and I'm so glad that I taped up the hinges. Anyone wondering why I didn't take the doors off? Well, I'm not going to start mucking around with hinges, because that's, no, they're like chiseled in, and that's a proper carpentry thing. So anyway, I'm not going to do that, but I'm very happy with the colour. So I'm going to get on with the wallpapering. I'm only going to do it, I'll show you, I'm only going to do it about here, so it looks like a panelling is running, because we have got this tongue and groove here, so it's going to cover all of that and go around. So I'm going to start doing that right now on my big island. There we go, all up and ready, done, stuck, fiddly work. I always like to look on the camera because I've got a hair bubble there, but when I look at it, I can't see it. So I've got all that done. Just got to do tricky bits. Going to stop for some lunch, and then I'm going to go across there and stop there. And then I'm going to attach the beading, which I'll show you, but off to grab some lunch, stick that on, and I'll be back. I'll just quickly show you how I'm doing this. I'm sure you all know how to wallpaper, but the way I do it, I make up a little tiny bit in here. Warm water first, then sprinkle it in like it's, I don't know, like you're making baby porridge, and just mix it so it doesn't go lumpy like applesauce. Little pot like that with a wooden spoon. Then I just use microfiber cloth or a tea towel and a paintbrush. paint onto the paint, fold it in half or thirds, however big you're doing, let it soak in for a bit, stick it on the wall, and then I literally just use this to push the air bubbles out. And that's how I wallpaper. Don't use a wallpapering table, use my island. I do tend to measure sizes and pre-cut them, but that's how I do it, just in case you didn't. Okay, more wallpaper on. Again, on the wall I can't see that, but I can on the camera. That's mate, this stuff dries really quick, which is great. Right, I've got my beading. It's the same beading I'm using in the hallway because I've got 10 bits of it, so I'm going to use this. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to put it up here. I'm going to use no more nails, and then I will put some pins in as well, just to hold it. Okay, it's on, and I attached my piece of wood, let it dry while I went and did the school run. So I'm now going to put some paint on, put some masking tape all around here, and get a coat of the pink paint on, and then I'm going to start doing my shelf with the other bits. I'll show you. I hope it turns out really good. It's the following day, and this has had a good paint, just done a little bit topped up. It's actually really handy to look on the camera because it really pulls out the bits that you need to paint, but I ran out of masking tape, so I used the old piece of wallpaper short as I paint across the top for that. So that's drying. So what I'm going to do now is, this is the shelf. I bought this from Wix. You can also get them from the range, but this has quite a nice detail on the edge, like this carved out detail. I think it was £14. It says they were new. This is the larger size. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be creating a peg shelf. Now, if you've ever bought a peg shelf, this size, this is nearly 1.2 meters long. They are really expensive. So I'll get the pegs. Good morning, it's the following day, and I am now putting my shelf up on here. This is the way I do it. Okay, so we'll be painting the shelf pink, like a mark on the wall. So I'm now going to put that up. Then once I've got that up, I'm going to add all the little bits that I bought from Amazon to make it a hanging shelf. And then I'm going to pop to Dunelm, collect a couple of bits to put up here, style it. I've got to do a white coat of paint at the top, but we're getting there. So I'm going to do a separate video about how I make this shelf. I won't put it on this one, but I will get on with it and then show you all the lovely bits I've bought to make this room super practical. Morning. It's now Sunday morning and all the painting is done, looking good. Well, it's all the same colour, which is obviously an improvement. I'm just finishing off the shelf. I've done a separate video to show how I've done this. I will link that in the description box below. Got to go and get a few more bits for it, but I'm really happy how that's working. And then I've got some more bits that are going to go here today. So I'm off to B&Q to get a little bit more stuff to finish that. And I will show you once this arrives on Amazon. And then a little bit more painting on the white, and then we're done. So okay, so Amazon have just delivered the, I'm not sure what you call it, industrial styly rail I've ordered to hang up clothes. So it came with all the bits. It was really cheap because it was 20% off. I will link it below. Came with all the fixings and screws. So it's going to go up here. So shirts, polo tops and stuff could be hung up there. I want to kind of keep it over in that section. And I went and got my piece of trim. It was actually £3.29, but that's fine. So I can finish off that little bit there. And then once I've got the rail up, I've got to give another quick little bit of a white paint dotted about. I've got to prime this, and I'm waiting for something else from Amazon. Can't remember what. Something's coming. Get that finished. I've got a picture to go up, a laundry room picture, bits and pieces. So I'm going to get on with putting this up, and I'll show you how that works when I get some hangers up and stuff. So I bought a really good hangery thing from Dunelm with multiple hangers. So I'll show you that in a minute, but I'm going to get on with putting this is up. I also have my laundry sign, which I made. I will link that in the description box below. I have that as a download, just to give it, I don't know. It's actually hung there because I accidentally, well, not accidentally, I started putting this here, but it meant that the right-hand piece would have gone directly above there, and I always take photographs when the electrics are going in, so I know exactly where the electrics are running, and it would have been exactly up. So I moved it, and that is covering the mark. It's fine. So always do that. If you're doing a new room, take a picture of where the electrician puts the electric, so you know you're not going to drill and electrocute yourself. So that's up, perfect. This little gubbins, I'll link it. I'll link everything that I've got, but this is from Dunelm, and I think the idea is, it means these don't wander off, because I think hangers, they'll just vanish. You'll come down here, there'll be no hangers, so that's permanently there. So to hang up t-shirts and stuff, so I've bought one of them. And now I'm just finishing off my shelf, filling, and I'm about to prime it. And then I've got a few more bits to sort of add, and then I will be finished. So I will be done, and then I will show you the finished result. So here we go, my laundry room is finished. I wish I could show you how amazing, you could smell how amazing it smells in there with all my Bath and Body Works candles going. It is finished, I love it. I am so happy that it is all the same colour. I will insert some pictures here so you can be reminded of what this used to look like. I love my shelf. I will link in the description box the little video I did about making that. Saved a fortune because they were really expensive, and that cost me under 20 quid. I love the rail, fairly simple industrial looking rail. I love this little hook from Matalan, stop it getting stolen. My print is up, my top loader, my American top loaders that I love, looking beautiful. And if I pan round, I'm just so happy with it. It's everything I wanted. I've got lots of worktop space because here is a full-size fridge and a freezer, and we've got loads of cupboards that are not really very much in. I'll show you in the cupboards. So you can see in the side of the cupboards there's not a great deal in the cupboards, and this cupboard is our fuse board, but again, nothing in them. So I've got to add plenty of storage, which is always good. And then my gorgeous sink. I do need to get that sticker off. It's a bit of a pain. But lots of worktop space because, and also this is extra worktop space as well. We can put a big board across there. Out this door is where our outdoor kitchen is going to be. So we're not putting a sink or anything out there because I've literally got this sink and all this bit. So this was basically designed to work for the outdoor kitchen. But I absolutely love it. This wallpaper is so effective. Everything that I have used, I'll link below. My worktop, this is the sample. It's beautiful. So this is where we got it. If you want to screenshot that, that's the website. It's the Ibiza CQP200. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And I'm very happy with my worktop and my splashback. So there we go. Any questions whatsoever, please do add them in the comments below. Let me know what you think. I know it's very pink, but if you can't do pink in the laundry room, where can you? And I can't wait to show you my kitchen, which is the same style, but it is white. So it's slightly different, same worktops, but I'll show you that soon. So I hope you enjoyed that little video of how I finally have my laundry room of dreams. And I can't wait to use washing. I'm going to do a separate video on these machines because they are a game changer. I'm not just saying that, but anyone watching in the UK, I'm sure if anyone from America is watching, you're like, yeah, we have them. They are superb. It's a 15 kilo washing machine and a 15 kilo tumble dryer. They are amazing. They are hardwired in. I've got a hot and cold feed. Honestly, game changer. So I'll do a separate video because in the UK, we don't really have machines like this. These are classed as like industrial hotel ones, but it's honestly the best thing ever. So soon out here will be my wonderful outdoor kitchen. On here all I've put actually is just this little hook for coats and stuff. The only thing I'm going to show you the floor, but do excuse we haven't got the skirting board yet there because the kitchen company is so supplied, but that's just me welly boots and just some coats and stuff. And the reason I set it that way is because my electrical power goes up there, so I popped it there. So it's 98% finished in here really, but I love it. I'm super pleased with it. I hope you enjoyed that, and please do leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe because I'm about to do the kitchen, and thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.